What's up guys, I'm BLG of OPENPINOY and here are 10 common mistakes that you should avoid when installing a CCTV system for the first time. But before we start, please subscribe on our channel and hit the notification bell and be updated to our next content. So without further ado, let's go! First thing to avoid is don't install a CCTV camera if you don't know how to do it. Most camera installation mistakes happen to people who attempt to install them by their own hand instead of calling a professional. But if you want to do it on your own, make sure to contact your trusted CCTV store and have an advice from their CCTV installation team to discuss and guide you. Now, if you have an idea on how to install a CCTV camera, you should avoid forgetting to remove protective films on the camera. So double check the camera and remove the protective films on it. Protective films is used inside or outside of the camera housing. If you forgot to remove it, you will have a problem on display image clarity. You don't want to have recordings of blurry footage that are totally useless when you need it. Avoid the blockage of the infrared beams of the camera. So make sure that there are no obstructions that can block the infrared beam of the camera when you install it, like nearby walls, glass, or other light sources, so that the infrared beam does not bounce back on the camera during nighttime. Don't install the camera in total brightness. Don't place your camera that has a light source in front of it to avoid overexposed footage. The camera should be installed in a location with no light reflection. Next is, avoid waste of field of view. Maximize the viewing angle of the cameras. Make sure to position the camera properly to capture all angles after the installation. Better to use a CCTV tester to see the actual viewing of the camera and adjust it. Next is, avoid cameras facing each other. Avoid installing cameras that are facing each other because its infrared beam bounce back when it's nighttime and you will have overexposed footage and miss the event in the area. Next is, avoid installing a camera on a wrong location. When you install a cameras, one of the most important factors that influence their effectiveness is the locations. If your cameras don't have a clear line of sight to areas of interest, they will be useless. When placing your security cameras, you should make sure that there is one pointing at every entrance or exit. This is the best way to keep track of everyone who enters and leaves. Additionally, don't install the camera on the darker place. When the IR sensor detects dark, the IR beam will trigger and will keep working during day or night time, and you will have a black and white video footage. So to avoid that, better to have plan where you will place your cameras. Avoid choosing a wrong camera. There are cameras that are suitable for outdoor and indoor. Better to contact your trusted seller and have a support for which camera is best for outdoor, or ask for the IP ratings of the camera. IP ratings refers to how much protection an electrical product. In that case, a CCTV camera is given from the elements by its housing. The first number in the rating refers to its protection against dust and grit. The second number refers to its protection from water. Avoid ignoring the distance limits of wire or cable. You should consider where you will place the DVR or how long the distance will the cable run on each camera. The IP camera has a maximum distance of 100 meters. So if you go beyond 100 meters, you will need an Ethernet extender. Avoid installing camera too low. The camera should be mounted at an optimum height to capture a high level of details while being out of reach for thieves looking to tamper devices. It's suggested to mount cameras at the height of 8 to 10 feet from the ground. However, if your camera are too high, you will not be able to get detailed footage. In that case, you can use a camera with a bigger size of lens like 6mm or 8mm. Avoid improvise or using a wrong tools during the installation. Use appropriate tools for installing a CCTV camera. Do not improvise tools and the camera may be damaged and it may cost you more in the future. Try to anticipate what tools and accessories you will need while planning the installation. Forgetting accessories or tools can stretch out the length of the installation. Avoid exposed cables. Make sure that no cable is exposed when you install a camera to avoid a physical damage. Exposed cables can be eaten by rats and can cause the loss of signal of your camera to your recorder. Also, avoid laying the CCTV cable with others like electrical cables as much as possible because it can affect the image output to the monitor like visible grains or shaky display. So better use the PVC molding to cover the cables and make the installation clean. This can also save you from extra cost if the cables are properly arranged. Security cameras are gaining popularity these days. More homes and business establishments are installing security systems for protection and safety purposes. However, if these devices do not function properly, it will not serve its purpose. Therefore, to make sure that we will get the full benefits of these devices, we must make sure that they are correctly installed. And that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you learned something. And please give us a thumbs up if you like this video. And subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you will be updated. See ya!